up, dicks? Welcome back to the channel where we do shit COLTS way. Today we're gonna make a mount for my fuel pump on this old Audi. It's been zip tied for about 2,200 miles. I guess it's probably about time. Let's roll. All right, so it's been zip tied on there for probably 2,200 miles or so. You can see the bigger ones done slid down, but just got it mounted, you know, zip tied. That ain't gonna work. So I'm gonna try to use this bolt, maybe put a self tapper in there. I got this piece of flat metal. I'll get some measurements and cut out. I just gotta watch this, I gotta watch that, where this goes into the radiator down there, this hose right here. So I'm gonna have to cut out a gap because if I come straight out this way, it's gonna hit this, you see? So we'll figure it out. All right, I got a couple rough estimate marks. It's good enough. The problem I'm running into is this one here is going to the fuel tank, and I wanted to put it over here, you see, because there's a little hole right here. Whatever, I can fit in there better. But there ain't enough slack to pull this thing over this far, and I don't want to run a whole new fuel line. I got a full tank of diesel, and I damn sure don't want to put a splice in it just for another place for air to get in. So I'm going to try to make it just to where it'll mount just right here, just right past that. Well, damn, ain't the best. It's the last one I got. I don't feel like going to the store, so we'll see if she'll cut. All right, she ain't the best, but she'll do. Just a mount. I'll get in here and grind these edges where they're not pointy and sharp and make it to where it don't poke nothing. But now should just slide down. I'll figure out where I'm gonna exactly, you know, do it at, and then I might have to cut that a little bit higher. But we'll see. Take this file the edges I cut just to make it dull where it don't poke no wires or nothing. All right, hit it with the big grinder and then finished it with the little one. But it's smooth now, ain't no cuts or nothing. All right, now I'm just gonna cut them zip ties, move the fuel pump over here, and there's bolt holes on the back. I'm gonna put this plate up to it, mark it, and we'll go from there. Hell, it's only about 107 out here. Bush. All right, so the holes on the back of the pump, 2.5 inches apart. So I'm gonna get my level and do 2.5 inches right apart, drill 2 holes, and we'll roll. All right, got them marked. I'll drill them 2 holes out, and then I'm just gonna put it through this one bolt right there, and I'll probably just do a self-tapping screw on the other end that don't stick out too far. It ain't like it's gonna hit the fuel filter or anything. Done, 2 holes. What I think I'm gonna do, take this top one off. I mean, because this is gravity fed from the tank, so, and the tank's full, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna come out that. Take this one off. I'm gonna try to see if I got enough slack to turn the pump face the other way. You know, that way it'll save me, because I gotta come forward a lot, you know, to get in line with this. But if I twist this backwards, I'll be good. All right, boys, we need a little diversity break here. What we got up in here? Oh, what's this? Bush apple. All right, after a little bit more measuring, I undid this right here and flipped it around. Probably a pain to prime this thing, but won't be too bad because electric pump. But I'm gonna cut. I don't need all this extra shit right here. I put the old polishing wheel on there and cleaned her up a little bit. Ain't the best. I don't work with iron. I do electrical work, but it'll work. All right, got it on there. Obviously, when I put the pump on it, it'll probably, well, damn it, some bitch ain't going nowhere. But I'm still gonna put probably just a little self tapper right there. I drilled through the metal, and then I'm just gonna put the self tapper right through it. That way it won't ever fall, you know. But I love it. All right, dicks, I can't really do anything else because shit, I don't have enough fuel line to get back. I thought I had some in the garage, but I don't. So anyway, I got some other stuff to do today. But I'll run and get some of this tomorrow or the next day. And hopefully it won't be too much of a pain to prime her up, but we'll see. That's all I gotta do is hook that up. I cut this, so I'm gonna have to, you know, splice that back and then just put my self tapper there. But she on there. All right, nerds, so I went and got me some fuel line at the store. They had some, so I'm just gonna take this off and run it from here to there. Let's get her done. All right, got it on there. I didn't want to make it too tight where it would, like, you know, pull it back or whatever, so it's on there fine with me. I love it. Looks good for my house. Now I just got to make this one connection and we're good. All right, so I turned the key on, got the new line hooked up. Let's sit there and let it prime up a little bit, and we'll see if we can get her to crank up. Boom. All right, so I've been cranking on it for just a little bit, about, I don't know, 20 seconds or something, and she's probably about ready. Ah, smoke thrown out the back. That's what I like. We'll let it run for a little bit. We'll take it for a test drive. All right, go down the road, park under the shade. You hold. What I'm talking about, boys. All right, dicks. We made it back home. It worked fine. It's way better than it was. I was always worried about them zip ties breaking off. I guess, you know, eventually anything's gonna break, but they were fine for the time being, but that mount's a lot better. It ain't the best work. I don't do metal work all the time. Get over it, nerd. But anyway, appreciate the hell of y'all watching. Until next time, peace.